humanity. Putting truth in these lines while they busy feeding lies. When you got that tunnel vision, gotta open up your eyes. Wake up and go to sleep. Man, I'm praying all times. And to my guys, ain't no other side. This for my brothers, I'ma pray we all shine. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Yeah, you already know.
Depending on the lessons, some people eat, some people learn. But the game is gonna send you a big. Lock the door.
You feel me? Even though, you know what I'm saying, I come back out to the street and it's something else, but that was the first time the seed was planted, you know what I'm saying, it began to grow in my mind, you know what I'm saying?
In all honesty, what was that feeling like? Because I knew when I felt it way back when, but what was it for you? What did it feel like? I mean, because it probably took a moment to get, you probably never saw it until that point. So, but when you did see it, what did you think about it?
I embraced it because it wasn't coming from like no dudes my age in or generation or younger dudes. So it was coming from like older G homies, you feel me? And like I always been a student of like history. So like in school, like history was my favorite subject. Social studies, stuff like that, like learning, like I love history. So just like being around man, a G homie man from Compton, watch, you know what I'm saying, besides LA, man, and I can get that ism and just get that game and get that crip history, like I always was open to that. So like just getting that, like it wasn't because you from 6-0 or you from here. I'm like, I ain't trying to hear that what you talking about. Like, man, if you had that ism and had something I didn't know, you can give me some crip history, man. Like, man, I was receptive. I was like a sponge. I was sucking it up.
Yeah, it's hard to know where you're going if you don't know where you come from, or you don't know. Because I think I was talking to Baby Duck and Little Duck and Little, I can't remember his first name. But anyway, we was in St. Andrews Park, and I said some of the first big crip meetings that happened all in LA. It was a time when everybody would meet at Sportsman Park and St. Andrews Park and other places like the Sherry Capri that was in between Compton Watts and Los Angeles. Those were big meeting places. But I was surprised that a lot of people in certain generations don't know that information. But I think it's it's imperative that they know, because if you know where you come from, you know where you can go. But I also want to tap into this, because this been kind of bothering me too. Gang members, hip hop and streets, politics are interconnected. Do you believe a percentage of the OGs suffer from what is known as cognitive dissonance? And let me explain before I go any further. This occurs when a person's behavior and beliefs do not complement each other, or they're holding contradictions. And I think, because I've been witnessing a lot as far as communities and tribes and sections coming together. But then when I look on the internet, I see something differently. But I see people like yourself, my homie Gangster, and Kev Mack and others. You guys have real positive messages in order to try to get this car moving in the right direction. Do you have any thoughts on that? I mean, I know I said a lot, but.
All right, so no, you definitely said a lot. So what's the main question you got?
My main question: some of the OGs, they seem apprehensive. They seem to be impetuous. In other words, they cognitively they're still maybe in the 70s or 80s. We're in 2024. So what I'm getting at this point, I want to see you guys come with the answers, because you guys are dealing with it immediately. Now the OGs can be there and see that maybe they can have some input. I don't mind that, but I think that what has to happen now is you guys have to take hold of leadership and become the voice.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I think a lot of dudes, is definitely like stuck back in a certain time zone in or period. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, we male, we man. A lot of us are stuck in our ways. In certain forms of fashions. So yeah, so I'm gonna give you a situation. You know what I'm saying? So I had brought 600 to St. Andrews Park. When I had brought 600 to St. Andrews Park, I wasn't on social media. I didn't have a YouTube channel or nothing. So I brought him to St. Andrews Park. He's somebody that I have been knowing. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing him over 10 years at this time. So we got in contact, you know what I'm saying, through somebody. And we got in contact. I was at St. Andrews Park. Him and another party came to St. Andrews Park, you know what I'm saying, to holler at me. And alone, them chopping it up with me. He was like, hey, man, you be rapping. I see you be rapping. I heard you been rapping. I be blogging and stuff, man. You mind if I get some footage of you? So I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. You feel me? So, we do our little thing. You know what I'm saying? He uploaded to YouTube. So that was like really my first time going on YouTube because I had to go on YouTube to see it. So when I go on YouTube to see it, I was seeing all these messages and the backlash and all that stuff. So I had a YouTube channel because I was doing music, but I had never uploaded nothing on the YouTube. But that's what my channel was specifically for music. So from there, I started seeing certain little stuff, and that's what kind of made me start blogging. So the blogging happened by accident. But when I brought him up to the park, it was like certain people wasn't feeling it. You feel me? So one of my G homies, you feel me, that I respect, you feel me, he had came up there during the time of the taping that was going on. And you know what I'm saying? We finish up doing the taping, me and the G homie, we look at each other, you feel me? And he like, what's up, man? I'm like, what's up? I'm like, check it out. He like, no, go ahead, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to come up over there. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I kinda like took that offensive, like, man, like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But I like, I left it at that, he didn't do nothing disrespectful or whatever. So we wrap up, we leave the next day. G homie tap in with me, he was like, hey, man, I watched your video with 600, and he was like, that was a good interview. You well spoken. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, besides that, man, I just got one question for you. So I'm like, what's up? He like, why are you bringing to St. Andrews Park? Right? So I'm like, well, so I'm like, why not? So he like, man, homie, he like, why the park? He like, man, why anywhere else, bro? We got a big hood, bro. Why you bring it to the park, bro? That's all I'm asking. So I'm like, oh, I said, look, I said, you've been around here for a long time, you feel me? And you one of the G homies I respect for sure. I said, you've been from A Train before the beef with us in the 6-0, right? He like, yeah. I'm like, all right. I said, before y'all start beefing with them dudes, I'm like, man, y'all dudes was like, is it right to say y'all was like the best of friends? He like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? For sure. I'm like, all right, bet. I said, you've been from the set since we was originally, you know what I'm saying? You was from the set and we was beefing with the Eaglewood family, right? He like, yeah. I said, you was from the set, we was beefing with the 6-2 family, right? He said, yeah. I said, man, we had about 3 or 4 different wars with the Hoovers. I said, you been from the set for all this, right? He said, yeah. I said, we didn't allow peace to be brokered with the Eaglewood families. We didn't allow peace to be brokered with the 6-2 Brims. We allowed to be peace to be brokered with the Hoovers on numerous occasions. I said, I don't know what it is with us in the 60s or whatever. I guess I don't know if the war has been that bloody, the hatred has been embedded so that deep. I said, how y'all think the people, families that lost people to the Hoovers, that lost people to the Brims, that lost people to the families, how you think they families feel that we cool with them and they can come up to St. Andrews Park? And he's thought about it. He says, you know what? He said, you right, you right. He said, I ain't gonna lie. He said, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. He said, man, I slept in my car last night, man. That messed me up, bro. He said, I went and got a bottle. He said, man, that messed me up. But when I watched the interview, it made me feel better. and me talking to you make me feel better. And I'm like, yeah, I said, man, look, check it out, bro. I said, I learned from a lot of y'all. You one of the names that's in the book. So it was a pleasure to meet you. I said, look, check it out. I'm bought into what y'all was selling or the script y'all gave. I bought into it and I lived it. And now me living it, bro, I have my own perception. You can't be mad at me for that because I'm a person that lived what y'all told me it was. And I know everything ain't what it is to be. So if I got the ball in my court or if I'm one of the ones that can make change on a positive front, on a bigger front than H-Ray and 6-0, why not? But the cold part about all this, me bringing 600 up to the park didn't even have nothing to do with no peace between H-Ray and 6-0. Bro, I've done enough and it served this community enough to have whoever, bro, pull up on me, bro. If a person want to pull up on me, I'm over here every day, bro. Like, if a person want to pull up on me, bro, like, I got that, bro. I've earned that right to passion to have somebody to pull up on me, bro. You know what I'm saying? For whatever the case may be, I'm not showboating. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to throw it in nobody's face. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, for everything I've done over here, like, I mean, what does it amount to? If I can't have somebody pull up on me, you know what I'm saying, to holler at me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so like I do feel like a lot of even though I got through to the G homie with that conversation, he like, man, like logically, you speaking right. I didn't think about it like that. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you know, one thing about it, I said, I'm not gonna never do nothing foul. I might do something that you don't like, but I ain't gonna do nothing foul because who's to say that's foul? Me having a 6-0 in this park. When y'all allow Bloods and other dudes in this park, let's just keep it what it is. Like, bro, I'm a crip. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, a lot of dudes do be stuck in their ways, and you still be having a lot of dudes out here who be promoting the poison, and you not gonna get out here and get neck deep in the poison. You can promote, defend the rim, go shoot them niggas and this and that, but you're not gonna fire a gun. I don't care what you did back then. We and all did that, but would you still do it now?
What have you done for me lately?
You not over here. You in a cut somewhere, moved off somewhere, promoting shit from the internet, getting caught up in these young dudes shit. You know what I'm saying? And none of these dudes live over here because that's just cause this the dynamics and demographic of brain banging. None of these dudes live over here. They all from a different community and area, and they all coming to another community and area and promoting things from the community they come from. Like a lot of these dudes around here from A-Trey, I don't know these dudes' mamas. I don't know these dudes' brothers. I don't know these dudes' sisters because they're not from around here. They didn't go to school over here. None of that. They didn't grow here. They flew here. So how can I allow somebody to how can I allow somebody that's not from this community or area just come over here and loot and pollute at will? Now on the front of these other communities being poisonous, I'm not gonna stand in the way of that. But I'm gonna still have my peace. I'm not gonna stand in the way of that because it's just like you can't, like the Bible tell you eye for an eye, and that's holiness. The Bible tell you eye for an eye.
So in result, they gonna leave you with the problem. Then they gonna go back to wherever the hell they stay. But you be
sure
because you here every day. You right here. You left to deal with the problem.
And this is just one section. 3 different locations.
Right.
3 different
4
areas
sides
over here that a person can pull up and see me, and it ain't gonna be easy. But I'm just saying, like, you got action because I'm not hiding. You know what I'm saying? My head on the swivel, like, you feel me? I'm moving spiritually. You feel me? And you know, every day, you know, like I know, you feel me? I move. You know what I'm saying? With the understanding that shall no harm come to me. So you know, I'm not out here scared in the trenches. Like, you feel me? Like I'm calm. I'm collective. So that's what I'll be saying. It just be funny where I'll be hearing dudes be trying to come with these solution based messages and they not even out here. Like, it's easy to be at your house in Las Vegas, Phoenix, Washington, or across the world getting on the keyboard talking about this how I'm supposed to go, this how I'm supposed to be, and like, come on, man, you're not even out here, man. We're not talking about what you experience. Like, we all experience something at some point in time, but we talking about right now, here today, because this is a different dynamic, different generation. The things that's going on, and you gotta, and if you're not out here in it, you really don't understand.
There it is, there, man. Professor Melly Mel, Hood Boss Man, lock the door.
Cali Miners, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga. Streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the fans get me. It's guap off top. Diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day. They see me climbing. They see me shining. That's hard work. Proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. Ali, bad man, and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me. That's my hater sprayer.